Hi, hello everybody. I'm lucky that just before my presentation, the professor was presented her, and she is also working on the similar lines. And so she mentioned that the Americans are knowingly drinking the water, but we are so unfortunate that we unknowingly we are drinking the water in our country. They don't know the status of their wells. And I just came to know here they first test their well and then they go for it. And our people are so unfortunate that they even don't know what's the status of their well and they are drinking. So we are currently working on the groundwater geogenic contaminants in the Indus Basin. You can see in the map, this shows the major, and this is considered as the world most like productive aquifers, being drained by the 5 major rivers from the Himalayas. You can see the blue lines as rivers. And each pie diagram shows an individual village. These are 200 villages. And those were tested from 2014 to 2018. It was a joint project by United States and our Higher Education Commission. So you can see that how widespread the contaminant is. The red color shows dangerous, and even it's in most of the regions which are affected, you can see that it's even at poisonous levels. Next, please. There's a video clip. I can show you what it does to the local people. This is crippling fluorosis, and like hundreds of children are affected, and unfortunately they even don't know that from where this disease is coming. And there was a child, this was the child. When I visited his home, I asked his parents, do you know have you ever been to a doctor? He said that we went to a doctor and he gave him the medicines of TB. And now finally he is suffering from TB too. So this is so unfortunate due to the lack of education and lack of poverty. Next please, there are hundreds of people who are suffering from dental and skeletal crippling fluorosis, but they don't know. As the professor earlier mentioned that the US people are drinking knowingly, but we are so unfortunate that they are unknowingly. So what is interesting about this? Next please. So there are some simple things which why we are not doing. We found it in our blanket testing surveys. What is a blanket testing survey? Next please, I will show it here. This is a blanket testing survey. In the blanket testing survey, when you visit an area, you test each and every well. We don't leave any well untested. It helps us in finding that this is the most contaminated part of our basin, and even in the most contaminated part, we found some very safe wells, and this is very interesting. Like people don't need to do anything. They just need to switch from the unsafe wells, which is few meters away from them, to the safe wells. So this is how we are reducing the exposures. And what we did, interestingly, we visited those villages which were highly affected after our testing campaign. And we found that 70% of the people switched from the unsafe wells to the safe wells. And this is helping us, and we are now promoting this kind of studies because a lot of areas is still to be tested. And this testing campaign can help us in finding the safe aquifers, because all of the wells are not contaminated. But here what I am working on in my PhD project is, this is very interesting, that why within the same vicinity, within the few meters, even there were 2 wells in a single house. One was highly contaminated and one was not, and they were very much close to each other. So this is not known why it is so much heterogeneous. This is something scientific which I am not presenting here, but this is something interesting which I wanted to show you, that we have the opportunities to provide the safe water to the people, but just by blanket testing. Okay, thanks.